Welcome in, everybody. I'm Devin O'Day. It's Main Street Today time. It's Farmin FriYAY, and we're going to go in a segment we're going to call Farms to Food Banks from our friends at Farm Credit Mid-America. A great story of how our farmers are really help feeding America and the Americans that need it most. Food insecurity is a big deal in our country, and that shouldn't be. But did you know that only 1% of people in America raise all the food for people in America and the rest of the world? I mean, it's just crazy. Only 1% are our farmers. We need to love on our farmers just a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about that in our show, and we're going to talk about the Extreme Mustang Makeover. We're going to talk about a young lady who is doing an internship with the Nashville Soccer Club. Lots of good stuff on this show. Stay tuned.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
The more organized we can keep our boxes, probably the better. Instead of throwing it in there, try to just get it somewhat where all your stems are going the same way. Or you may layer it back and forth, whichever works for you. Questions?
My name is Mary Courtney. This is our farm. And today we're having a group from Farm Credit come out to glean our fields. It's at the end of the season. There's a lot of produce that otherwise would just get mowed down and turn into compost. So we're going to be able to utilize the Farm to Food Banks program and the volunteers from Farm Credit and pick vegetables to be able to put them to good use. I don't know what I'm doing either.
My name is Jason Kang. I'm with Farm Credit. We're at Courtney Farms. We're getting an opportunity to volunteer here for the first time, and just really looking forward to it. Yes.
I work with the Kentucky Association of Food Banks, which is made up of the 7 Feeding America food banks that serve all 120 counties in Kentucky. The Farms to Food Banks program pays farmers just below wholesale prices for the produce that they can't sell otherwise, and that helps cover their costs for picking it, packing it, and transporting it to food banks so that hungry Kentuckians have access to healthy produce.
I first heard about the Farm to Food Banks program about 5 years ago. I was at a Women in Agriculture conference in the fall, and I was walking around, happened to meet a lady named Tamara Sandberg. She gave me information, and I thought, I'm not going to need this. We're going to sell everything we raise. Well, that very next season, we had cucumbers that once the market fell out, we didn't have anywhere to go with them. Well, I dug out Tamara's information, I called her, and it was a win-win. And with that Farm to Food Banks program, we were able to have work for our workers and be able to utilize those crops.
We work with any farmer that grows produce in Kentucky on their farm, and as long as they're okay with our prices, they call us and let us know what's ready, and we coordinate delivery with a food bank. The farmer delivers it. Usually it's distributed within 24 hours, and it's on a hungry Kentuckian's plate.
Farms to Food Banks gives us an opportunity to not only financially support a program, but also to help our Louisville employees connect to our customers, connect to the land, and more importantly, bring those opportunities to meeting some social needs as far as providing food to folks that are in financial need at that point in time.
For me to actually see the process it takes, the hard work, counting on the weather being just right to make everything work is a really valuable experience for me, and I really need that to relate to the people that we work for.
Well, we really appreciate the support of private funders like Farm Credit Mid-America because that demonstrates to the state of Kentucky, which provides our largest source of funds, that private funders see the value of this program as well. So we're just pleased to be able to report the great things that are happening thanks to partners like Farm Credit Mid-America.
Growing up, I had to finish the food on my plate because it was starving people in Africa. As an adult, I realized that it's the same concept except there's starving people here locally. And if we've got food here that is being wasted, that's wrong.
You know, I consider myself very fortunate. Having grown up on a farm, going to bed hungry only occurred when when I was being disciplined for something, to think about someone that goes to bed at night, or a parent who puts their portion of their food to their children. That's something that I don't think anyone in this country should ever have to do. And so for us, this is just a very small way of us giving back, taking what agriculture has to offer to make sure that everyone benefits and that everyone goes to bed having been fed.
Shout out to Mariana, who is in the Murfreesboro office of Farm Credit Mid-America, and love what they do. Did you see how many senior groups that benefited from this food? This is food that would have literally been plowed under, or food that would have gone to waste. And I just love it's Farmers to Food Banks program from Farm Credit Mid-America. Check it out. If you are a farmer and you want to be part of something, get to know your Farm Credit representatives in your area. And when it comes to farming, the most important thing, or one of the most important things, are our pollinators, our bees. And you know where they have a really cool apiary? At the Nashville Zoo.
To our apiary here at the Nashville Zoo. We've got actually 2 hives right now of our honeybees. We actually got our bees currently from a swarm that happened here on zoo property. A couple weeks ago we had a storm and it knocked down a couple of trees, and inside one of those trees we actually had a swarm. We were already planning on getting bees ourselves, so we saw a perfect opportunity to provide them with a home, and now you can actually come and see them here in the back part of the farm. We're also going to have what we call an observation hive kind of over in the barn itself, where guests will be able to come up and walk up and see bees in action in their own separate hive. We're excited to have bees here at the Nashville Zoo because bees are really important for the environment. Bees are pollinators, and that means that they help us pollinate flowers and our food. We really wouldn't function without bees, so we're really excited to have them here. Next time you're at the zoo, make sure you stop by the historic home and come visit our apiary.
What's New at the Zoo with Jim Bartu is a new show here at Main Street Media. If you want to make sure you never miss an episode, you can make sure you download our app for Main Street Television. It's really easy, it's free, and everything that we do here is located on that app. And you can fire it up to it's on Roku, it's on Fire TV, it's on Apple TV. Everywhere you watch TV and you stream, you can stream us here at Main Street Television. Let's go to Murfreesboro and see what Mr. Murfreesboro. John, what's new in the borough?
What's up, everybody? I'm over here off Medical Center right in front of the Holiday Inn Hotel where all this construction's going on, where I receive at least 10 messages a day about what's going on here. Now, I was going to wait to do an update on this one because I've heard so many different things about this, but I'm going to give you all what I got so far because I get a lot of messages about this one. So here we go. Obviously, that's a gas station, right? We don't know which one yet. Even the guys working here don't know which one. I took a second to go over there and ask them. They don't even know, but they know gas station. Liquor store, I believe on that far one, I believe that's where it's going. I know a liquor store is going here. There's going to be some small retail. I was told a Mexican restaurant and a gym of some sort. Now the gym, that's pretty much all I got. Could be an Anytime Fitness, could be a cycle bar, could be whatever, but I was just told fitness place, gym of some sort. So Mexican restaurant, small retail, liquor store, gas station. As far as when all that's going to be completed, don't know. They're laying a bunch of electrical lines back there right now, so I would assume pretty soon. So there you go. For everybody who's been asking, there's your update on this spot. If you got any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll do my best to get to them as soon as I can. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.
Thank you, John. Murfreesboro.com. Follow them on YouTube. John does an incredible job. You know what? If you are looking in your backyard going, I'd go out there, but there's mosquitoes. I'd go out there, but it's just so hot. I can't go out there. A new sunroom lets you go outside and be inside all at the same time. And if you call one of the cheap fly-by-night places, you might end up on a place that looks like a tacked-on shed on your house that doesn't even go really with the house. But if you call my friends at Mid-South Exteriors, Brenda Fielder and her family have been doing this a long time, using the same materials, matching, and so it looks like it was part of the existing house, is what they specialize in at Mid-South Exteriors.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at MidSouthExteriors.com.
Here at Main Street Media, Main Street Television and Main Street Media, we are the sponsors every Sunday home game at the Nashville Sounds. And you'll see us at a table there. We've got all the information you need to get our new app and to tell you what's going on with us. And we always have candy for the kids. I know you get them all hopped up on sugar just for fun. But I just wanted you to know a little bit about what it is like to be at a Sounds homestand.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
The Nashville Sounds a great fun family thing to do. We got the Predators. We've got the Nashville Soccer Club. We have got something coming up, a story about a young lady doing her internship with the Nashville Soccer Club, which I think is very, very, very cool. But first, we're going to talk about our friends at the All of Us Research Program and our friends at 50 Forward.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Here comes Fred. Look at him.
Okay, Fred, here we go.
Oh, Fred. He loves Jean. Turn around again. Look at me.
Oh, Fred, Fred, the funny emu who's in love with Jean. Our Daily Giggle brought to you by 50 Forward. 50 Forward has the Join All of Us bus. You're going to see it first in Donaldson. Then you're going to see it all around at 50 Forwards, all around town, including just if you go 50forward.org in Nashville, they're going to tell you all the places it's going to be, when it's going to be there. It's a very cool thing. Don't forget the USO Stuff the Truck event at the Providence Mount Juliet Kroger, June the 3rd, from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon.
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241.
An incredible run at Mount Juliet High School comes to an end as their principal, Mrs. Beverly Sharp, she announced her retirement earlier this school year after 40 years of wonderful service to the district. She will be missed very much as she provided so many positive, meaningful impacts along the way.
Yes, of course. Thank you, James Peach.
A long and incredibly remarkable career comes to an end.
There are moments when I'm walking through the halls and I'll have a conversation with a young person and my brain will say, I really am 2 generations separated from this person. But no, the time has flown, but it is a difficult decision. It is not easy to decide to step away. So I really did not make a final decision until January of this year.
While Mrs. Beverly Sharp is looking forward to what awaits in her retirement, she will certainly miss the sights and sounds that make up a school.
The people, obviously. It is the people, but also it's the hum of a school day. Mount Juliet High School is a phenomenal school. Recently, Niche posted their top 30 public high schools in the state of Tennessee, and Mount Juliet High School, U.S. News and World Report, yes. And there is a very positive hum in the building all the time, and that energy, I will miss that.
Earlier this month, her successor was announced. Mr. Ryan Hill takes over in what many have described as a perfect fit to follow up Mrs. Sharp's valuable contributions. These two go back a long way.
I could not be more excited, and maybe this is saying too much, but I do remember when his mother was pregnant with him.
She taught with my mom for 30-something years. So, I mean, I knew her when I was a little kid, and she remembers me. She mentioned something like she remembered when I was born, when she introduced me last summer. That's how long she's known me. She's awesome, just a great teacher, great lady.
From teacher to administrator, over the years, Mrs. Sharp wore many hats at Mount Juliet High School. But her brief breakaway from Mount Juliet High sent her to West Wilson Middle in the fall of 2019 to serve as principal there. Just months later, the devastating tornado would strike, taking her school in the process. But Mrs. Sharp's steady, caring, and calming hand was pivotal during that very unsettling time that would see a COVID shutdown immediately after.
I feel like that is the reason that it worked out for me to be at West Wilson in the spring of 2020. Those people are incredible people. The students, of course now those students are here. The students, the families, and especially their amazing faculty. We bonded in that short length of time, and I felt like I was in the right place when the tornado happened.
She's led in the most responsible and graceful way possible throughout her career. But now it's time to turn the page for her. She is excited about the things that retirement brings.
I do have 3 grandchildren. My daughter and her husband live in Jackson, Tennessee, and we have Calvin, who will be 6 on June 8th or 12th. And my daughter's and her husband's anniversary is the other date. And then she also has twins that will be 4 on July 31st. So Georgia, Cooper, and Calvin.
So some trips to West Tennessee.
Absolutely.
She will no doubt be missed by many, including their new principal, Mr. Hill. He admits she made such an impact on his life, not only as a student, but also as a professional.
The number of students like at ball games or at events that come up and say, Ms. Sharp, I had you in 1992, I had you in at the county commission meeting the other night, a guy from 1984 came up and he brought her the yearbook that had a personalized note that she had written straight to him. And he said, Ms. Sharp, I've looked at this multiple times, and the impact you had on me is something that I think about all the time. Just seeing people come up and they always have a smile, they always have a story about something she did or said to them in class. And then as an administrator, I mean, she's always someone you can go talk to. When I was a teacher, I could always go ask her, hey, Ms. Sharp, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts? And she would always give great wisdom, great advice to me as a teacher and now as an assistant principal. She always is there to answer any questions I have and just a great resource.
She's had several send-offs so far, and they are so well-deserved. We wish her the absolute best, and her students feel the same way.
Last time I see you, so yeah, thank you, Ms. Sharp. I'll show you Ms. Sharp. Remember, I saw you since the 7th grade, Ms. Sharp. All the memories. Hey, Ms. Sharp. 3 years. Thank you for everything you've done.
I'll miss you. I'll miss you too.
I'm Bart Barker with Wilson County Schools.
Bob, your stories just kill me. You can follow his stories on YouTube, Wilson County Schools, and they make me cry. They're so good. I love what he does. They uplift you. That is our motivation moment, and it's brought to us by another company that is just over the Wilson County line in Carthage, Tennessee, and that is Rackley Roofing. The Rackley 200 is coming June 23rd. You guys see that? There's a little Rackley Roofing car. Their driver, Matt DiBenedetto, and June 23rd, the Rackley 200 at the Nashville Super Speedway. Would you like to win tickets? All right, here's what you do. You go to any of our Main Street Facebook pages, any of our Main Street newspaper websites, and there is a banner that you can click to win tickets. It'll say Rackley 200 win tickets. That's what you do. If it's at the Portland Sun or the Hendersonville Standard, whether you're at the Wilson Post, any of our papers, Main Street, Fairview, the Cheatham County Exchange, the Robertson County Connection, all of those are our papers. The Murfreesboro Post, Main Street, Clarksville. If you'd like to go to that race, you just go on and enter. Rackley is also the sponsor of our Motivation Moment because they're such a motivational company. I saw some information about them and I thought, I've got to share this with you. You got to know who Rackley is. They're not just a sponsor of a race.
They said I wouldn't make it without a college degree.
They said only a man could be a roofing executive.
They said a former addict always relapses.
They said my amputation would keep me out of roofing.
They said never give an ex-convict a second chance.
They said I could never be a leader.
They said I couldn't support my family as a single mom.
At Rackley, we say they're wrong.
Want to change the world? Change it, one roof at a time.
Our friends at the Nashville Soccer Club have an internship program. Did you know that if you're a student that you can apply for an internship there? This young lady is interning at the Nashville Soccer Club, and I thought her story was a great Friday story as well.
My name is Graham Belenfant, and I chose MTSU because I'm a Murfreesboro native, and I also chose the Leisure and Sport Management program because I'm very interested in sports and very passionate about it, and I want to further my career, and I wanted to be a part of a program that was passionate about helping nurture students and their desire to grow. So at Nashville Soccer Club, I'm a box office representative where I sell the tickets on game days, and I'm also doing ticket resolution. That is where I'm helping customers enjoy the game and enhancing their experience. I really love working with my coworkers because they're also experienced. You know, they work at other ticketing venues in Nashville, and so I really enjoy working with them, and I also really enjoy learning from my bosses who have so much experience in the ticketing industry, and also just being able to work in a stadium that is so amazing and so fun for guests to attend. As a student, some of the things that I've learned in the program are program planning. I've learned a lot about, event management through that and what steps you need to take when you're planning an event. So this program has set me up for success because my experience that I've gained throughout my career at MTSU has come from making connections with my professors and making connections with the people within the department itself. The Leisure and Sport Management program has really helped me gain experience and helped me progress towards my goals, because one of the things that I was selected for was a mentorship with a member of the NCAA, and so I got to mentor with her for 6 weeks. I learned so much from my mentor. I learned, interview tips, resume tips. I learned about professional organizations that I could join. There are a lot of things you can do, but I really stressed that mentorship was super important to me. I think you should choose Leisure and Sport Management because you're going to be in a program that drives you and that pushes you to be your best self, and you're also going to be around professors who are going to encourage that as well, and you're ultimately going to become the best sports professional that you can by choosing the Leisure and Sport Management program at MTSU.
Two cool things coming together, the Nashville Soccer Club and MTSU. I love MTSU. Shout out to my friend Beverly Keel, in charge of the music business program over there. It's just incredible. Coming June 22nd and 23rd to the Williamson County Ag Center, something near and dear to my heart, the Mustang Heritage Foundation is presenting the Extreme Mustang Makeover. And this is where wild Mustangs have been adopted by anyone from teenagers to trainers and they're called tip trainers, and they get these animals started, and their stories are unbelievable. And I want to go back to Extreme Mustang Makeover of 2021, where it was virtual. So there were a lot of stories that were submitted.
I have something to tell you. I just got an email from Mustang Heritage Foundation that Pelos won the Mustang Heart Award. And what that is, all the trainers in the competition had to vote for the Mustang that most represented Mustangs, like what's special about them throughout the training process, and they voted for Pelos.
This is Pelos. You see how relaxed he is. He's really good person for everything. You can do trails, you can do like shows, I think with the cows, everything. Everything you got to do, he do. Okay, for me, the different these horses, other horses I training, he show how he is. He's saying, you see right here with me, he is saying with other people, he's saying in the public, he not saying nothing, he not like how say, because you see some horses, when a lot of people around to, hey, they start making noise, they start like freak out, like they want to run. This one, no, this is same. How you see right here is saying whatever you take it really in the tail or the feet.
I love that Pelos was the horse winner. They give horse winners, and Extreme Mustang Makeover. It's a great thing for kids. You're going to see these horses that are wild horses that have been trained to do amazing things, including some really fun things too. Well, get your tickets. Extreme Mustang Makeover. You can go to the Mustang Heritage Foundation website, or just go to Extreme Mustang Makeover. Come up, get tickets for 2023 to the Williamson County Ag Center. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to be there. You guys be safe, be kind. Have a great rest of your weekend.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.